Hi, I'm Ryan Breckbill in Student Success and Career Development.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Bechtold, also from Student Success and Career Development.
And we appreciate you taking some time to learn about this proposal that we've been working on for about the past year. And you'll see entitled Every Student Will. So we're looking for some shared experiences for our students as they progress through their 4 years here at Otterbein. But Jen and I have been working on this. We attended a career conference for sophomores at Hendrix College. There's been a large committee that's been gathered to talk about these ideas, and we vetted it with lots of people across campus, and we're just looking for some feedback from folks outside of the Otterbein community, or at least off campus, that is. So the overall goals for this program is that all of our students have access to self-assessment, networking, and professional opportunities as they progress through their 4 years of undergrad at Otterbein. That intentionally they have opportunities to reflect on their experiences, and that they're really developing the key skills that employers are seeking, which are teamwork, communication, and problem solving.
Great. And Ryan, part of what we're trying to do here, as Ryan mentioned, this is a full comprehensive 4-year experience for students, and this does begin in the first year. And in their first year, we're hoping that they'll consider a few things. It's really a year of self-discovery. Who am I and what do I want to do? And so most of our content during the first year is going to be delivered through our first year experience programming, through orientation, First Flight, and through the first year seminar courses. And so we'll really spend the course of their first year helping them to understand what this experience is going to be like, and understanding the tracking and the requirements for graduation as well. During the first year, there are a few components that are required. I should mention that this experience would be a requirement for graduation. So students would need to complete certain components each year in order to be able and eligible to graduate. And so during their first year, some of these tracked and mandatory first year programs for these students are the first step of a career and academic planning map. And so this is something that will help them consider what their journey might look like. They'll begin this experience, this planning during their first year in their first year seminar course. They'll submit that into an online repository. And then that experience, that plan will carry with them throughout their 4 years, and it'll be refined and revised as they go and as they learn about what their values and interests are. Also during that first year, they'll be put into a small group with other students that will become their small group for meeting with alumni and folks on campus over the course of their 4 years.
So year two is really building on things in year one. How do they build a plan for their future? So we're trying to figure out, they've spent a lot of time reflecting on themselves in terms of their interests, skills, and values. And now how do we take that information and help students feel confident about their academic journey as well as their professional journey? So 3 requirements during that sophomore year, one being a sophomore career conference. So what we're looking at is a day and an evening of events and workshops that help students prepare resumes, cover letters, other professional development opportunities, but just something that gives them confidence in their direction so that they have some sense of where they're headed professionally and confident in their major. As Jen alluded to, those small group meetings will kick off in their first year and continue into their second year. So we're looking for small groups of students that will be led by a faculty and staff member to meet 3 times during the course of that second sophomore year and engage in conversations about professional development, resources around campus, again, making sure our students feel confident about their direction. Some programming that will include will be focused on alumni networking, experiential opportunities that are available during the junior year, and also some career development workshops across resume development, interviewing, how to search for an internship, networking, LinkedIn, those sorts of workshops. Goals, confident again in their academic plan and looking at pathways that are available to them professionally, decided on a major, at least for the moment, maybe not entirely sure of what they're doing with it, but have some options available to them, and then an idea of what that junior year will look like in terms of the immersive experience that will be part of that.
During year 3, again, the focus during year 3 is gaining experience and developing a professional path. So the hope is that they have begun to explore those two things during their first 2 years, and by the time they get to their third year, they have a pretty clear path moving forward. Some of the requirements during year 3, as Ryan mentioned, during year 2, there will be 3 small group meetings with a faculty or staff member on campus to help them navigate their journey on campus. And beginning in year 3, the hope is that those small groups would transition out of the faculty and staff member mentorship and moving into a relationship, small groups with an alumni or community partner. So similar to the faculty and staff small groups, there would be 3 meetings, 2 during the fall semester and 1 during the spring term. Each of these meetings would fall within a pre-established 2-week window. At the beginning, they'd be getting to know one another, meeting 2, understanding their academic and immersive experience plan that I'll talk about in a minute, and then help the mentor talking to the students, helping them to understand how their academic and career plan is coming along and how the mentor might be able to help them. There would be also some touch bases during the year that would be pre-established by our team and would be sent by the alumni or community partner. The other significant portion of year 3, which in all honesty doesn't have to happen during year 3, it's an immersive experience. All students would be required to complete 1 immersive experience prior to graduation. So again, this is a graduation requirement. This immersive experience could happen at any point between years 2 and 4. And what we're hoping for during this time is that students would have a fully immersive experience in one of these categories. And for those of you who are familiar with our current 5 cardinal experiences, this is really a spin-off of what we're currently doing. So our hope is that students would either have a cross-cultural immersion experience. This might be study abroad or a local immersion experience. Some opportunity, immersive experience with leadership, perhaps with research, with creative work, maybe it's service to the community, or professional experience, which could include an internship. What's important to note about this is that these are, like we mentioned, fully immersive experiences, and our goal is that students will fully reflect on that experience and help to understand how those experiences will contribute to their postgraduate plans and the marketability of these students in their postgraduate plans as well.
Year 4 is really building on everything that the students have been engaged in since their first year, but it's looking at action, reflection, and transition. And that is the goal of our SYE, or Senior Year Experience program. SYE, much like the first year experience, there can be some controlled information, or at least consistent information, that's delivered through the Senior Year Experience courses. And we would also encourage or require some co-curricular programs as part of the SYE courses. The Senior Year Experience courses are part of our general education. It's required that all students take those as they submit their requirements for graduation. Some topics that we could include in the Senior Year Experience in this co-curricular, you'll see there financial literacy, resume and cover letter writing, and certainly cultural competency in the workplace. That's something that we would also focus on during the sophomore career conference as well. Requirements for year 4, completion of the academic and career plan that students started in their first year. We're looking for that plan to follow them through each of their 4 years and change as they learn about new opportunities and new possibilities, but to complete that plan so that upon graduation, they have a sense of where it is that they're heading, and also just reflection. We can't emphasize enough the importance of reflection on their journey. That's going to help students feel more confident about their path, as well as more equipped to apply for positions as well as graduate programs that they may be applying, and to be able to tell their story through the course of their professional documents and interviewing experiences.
Some of the potential outcomes we're hoping to achieve through this program, perhaps an increase in retention rates through each year and an increase in 4-year graduation rates. Our hope is that as students engage in this program early on, they will see a purpose and a need to return, and really a path towards graduation from the very beginning of their journey at Otterbein and how they will get there. And an increase in alumni engagement and connections to community partners. And finally, an increase in new first-year students as they learn about the ability to engage in this 4-year reflective process that will hopefully help them to be marketable as they finish their 4 years at Otterbein. So
thank you for taking time to talk with us today. We really appreciate it. This model we feel aligns well with the Otterbein consistency of integration. You know, our integrative studies program is our general education package. We're excited that this also integrates tools and resources for our students over the course of their 4 years here at Otterbein. So we look forward to your feedback, and without further ado, Jen, any final thoughts?
That's it. We appreciate you taking the time to listen, and we look forward to your feedback.
Thank you all so much.